Rob. Hello, champ. A new name, haven't seen before. You're going on in what, an hour and a half, Rob? All right. Yeah, I saw no one was on, so I turned on my camera. Hi, Dire Wolf. Those are not dirted tanks. I have 0 dirted tanks. I think unless you want to really delve into some of the plants that are out there, I'm not as concerned with having a dirty tank. I mean, I've got bare bottoms, I got gravel, I got sand, and I got sand and gravel combined. Number of different substrates, depend what I had here. And obviously with my quarries I try and keep more of a sand, but no, I don't really have many rooted plants. I do root some water sprite, and I have a couple of stem plants that I don't even know what they are that are rooted into the substrate, but no, I do not use root tabs. Again, I'm not that big into plants. I use the floating ones to help purify the water, but I'm not into plants right now. I'm more into learning the fish. Still new to this, more into learning the fish right now. No. No, I don't have any terrariums. My wife's monkeyed around with a couple of small ones, but yeah, no interest. My learning hobby right now is fish. So, water sprite, hornwort, guppy grass, java moss, and I do have a bunch of java ferns glued to different things. And I think I have some Amazon swords too, but I mean, I've had a tank for 30 years, but really got heavy into the hobby about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, is when I just decided to go nuts with it. And I went from 1 tank to 3 tanks to 13 tanks to 27 tanks, and I am currently at 60 tanks right now. Largest being a 75, smallest being 5s. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I do have some Caridina shrimp in a 2-gallon tank. Hi, Kim. Great, that's good to know, June. Mike of the Myers can beat you here. Yeah, you did lose some shrimp though, didn't you? Were those from Mark Shelley? Did you lose them in shipping or did you lose them afterwards? I'm curious. And I think it did take 3 days to get to you, didn't it, June? Oh, Mickey's Aquariums. Hey, Mickey. What time is it in Belgium right now? So what, it's 5:30 in the UK? Is Belgium an hour away from them? Or? 10:30 in the UK, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, water spray does pretty good for me, except when I lose control of any algae in the tank. From Mark, most were alive, but just 10 minutes. Oh, gotcha. So how long do you acclimate mine for? Mike Myers, you dork. Don't even ask that question. You're gonna pull things out of me you don't want to hear. Oh, there you go. I think the last time I brought in shrimp, I acclimated them for at least 4 hours. And actually, where did I get my last batch of shrimp? My last shrimp I got were from LRB. I got some of his Blue Dreams. And I think it was like 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, that's not a bad, I mean, they say they're real sensitive, but I think once they're in your tank, they don't seem to be that sensitive. Mine aren't. Mine will adjust to any water parameters that my water goes to. But I think that original shock, shrimp are a tad bit touchy about that. Jeff's auction, I can give away some of the secrets, especially since he's not even here. But I know there's going to be red, blue, and orange Neos at Saturday's auction with Jeff. And if Mark Shelley is back on there, which I think he is, and if he sells some green jades, I would like to get some green jades. My shrimp are all over the place, June. I have a tank at like 70 to 72. I have a tank that they're in at 78, 74. I have one closer to the floor that probably doesn't even reach 70 that they're in. So, because basically I've been getting tired of paying my electric bill. So I have been like shutting heaters off and pulling them out of tanks. And eventually I'm going to put a gas heater down here to bring this room up to about 74 degrees, basement room. But yeah, paying for a little electric heater in every one of these tanks was absolutely ridiculous. So, and I don't know why when I originally got into the hobby, I thought that all aquariums had to be 76 to 78 degrees. I don't know why that is, but, and then the worst part about that was new into the hobby, learned a lot of stuff from Corey, Aquarium Co-op, so bought a lot of stuff from Corey, Aquarium Co-op, and bought a lot of his heaters, like about 45 of them, and there aren't that many left. So they have been dying left and right on me. Some of them didn't even make it a year. So a lot of them didn't make it a year. I'd say half and half. Half of them might have made it a little over a year. The other half didn't even make it a year. And they were good with the warranties on the first. I think I warranted 4 of them, and then I was just like, I'm done. So you can get them for about $10 cheaper on Amazon, and if they're going to last the same time, and I know Co-op isn't even doing heaters anymore, so. And I'm not taking anything away from Aquarium Co-op. I do like them. Hello, Craig. June wants some more shrimp. How many tanks do you have, June? Don't you just have a couple of big ones, or do you have more? Because I would think your Oscars would pretty much munch on those shrimp, wouldn't they? I know my Angels love them. Aussie, crazy Aussie in the room. Crazy Aussie, but no Phantom. Oh, jeez. Come on, June. You're fired. June's fired. Gonna be a few plants at the auction too, June. No stem plants though that I know of. Maybe someday I'll get into stem plants, but I don't know. Do you call Val a stem plant? Because I do have some Val, but I'm not selling it. I'm not partnering with it yet. I'm gonna probably hang out here till maybe 6:15. I don't know, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. See how it plays out. Try and get a little bit of stuff done down here before I go run some errands. Eat a batch of brine shrimp. Right? Liquid gold, they say? Liquid gold. I just fed my 29-gallon tank, but that made me think I have a quadriplegic buddy who gets a kick out of seeing the pictures I send him of my fish room. He can't believe I'm doing this, but Anyways, all of a sudden now he's got a desire to have a tank in his house. So he wants to put it about 4 feet from his bed, and I do have an extra 29 complete, lid and everything, which would be good for him. But he lives in a trailer, so I got to figure out the best way to mount that because he doesn't want legs under it. So I got to put standoff brackets on the wall. But I'm just trying to figure out. I want to put a decent sized fish in there and a few of them, but for a 29, I don't know because I thought I have some Bosami rainbows, but I don't know how many Bosami rainbows I want to put in a 29-gallon tank. And then I was thinking maybe I'd get him some of the colorful Epistos. I think the Epistos only get to like 3 inches, don't they? But anybody with any 29-gallon ideas for some colorful fish, as large as I can go, if I can get 4 or 6 of them in that tank, it'll be, I'm going to plant it pretty heavy so that I don't have to do a ton of maintenance on it. But any ideas? Because my fish repertoire is not that big. Mixed rainbows. How many rainbows can I get in there though, Craig, in a 29? It's only a 30-inch tank. I mean, I was thinking that I might think about putting 5 or so, dwarf rainbows, yeah. The Praycocks are a little bit smaller, right, but not as colorful. Oh, is that tonight's game, Arnell? Oh man, I don't know who wins that game because the Cowboys have been sucking it up pretty bad. But I don't have a whole lot of confidence in Daniel Jones, so I don't know who wins the game tonight, but I will watch most of it. Many dwarf rainbow species. Yeah, I guess I could look them up. I was really hoping to just give him something out of my basement, but yeah, he's not getting more than 1 tank because he's not going to be the one that takes care of it. And he talked to his aides before he asked me for one. He asked his aides, would you guys be all right with cleaning the tank and feeding the fish? And they're like, oh, yeah. Sure they will be. I'm sure I'll be doing water changes, so. Craig, what do you know about American football? All right, I'm going to feed my brine shrimp. 29-gallon ideas. How many Bosami rainbows can I get in a 29, Craig? Do you think I'd be comfortable? Would I be safe with that, Rob, Craig? Or are those too big to put in there? Suda McGill. I will look those up. I know you do, leaders. Giants home. I don't think it gives them the edge. Just depends what Cowboys team shows up. Hey, what I want to know, Arnell, is do you think the Steelers are for real this year? Because I can't stand them, and I got that quadriplegic buddy of mine is a diehard Steeler fan. And he asked me today, honestly, he said, without busting my chops, what do you think about the Steelers? And I'm like, I don't trust him yet. Justin Fields, I don't trust him yet. But their defense doesn't let more than 10 points be scored. Yeah, well, that's going to change once all the defensive coordinators out there, or offensive coordinators, figure out their defense. Once you see the dwarf rainbows, you'll end up with a tank. Trust me. Jeez. Yeah, being in Oz, hard to see rainbows. Yeah, really, Craig. They're native to you, aren't they? What the heck? I don't have any discus. That's Rob's channel in about an hour and a half. turbine platforms, a lot of quarters. Rob, if I get on your channel tonight, which I'm going to try to do, I only caught you saying something last night about you got your discus for free. How did that work out that happened? You don't have to type it all out, but tonight I'd like to hear that story if I remember to ask you, or if you see me and remember to tell it. A lot of different fish, Alan. Not a lot, but more than one, definitely. I'll catch up on chat. Well, that was good of them anyways. Hi, Alan. Yeah, I see you're a newbie. Welcome, buddy. I have a couple of community tanks that I have for my personal enjoyment, and then all these I intend on selling. Food talk. Oh, I am hungry, Rob. Haven't decided what to do for dinner yet tonight. We talk about everything, Alan. It's a chance to be with like minds about fish, and you can ask anybody a question. Oh, fish and food? I like fish and food, and I like fish as food, but not these fish. Although Rob's discus could get filleted up. Especially since he didn't pay for them. Yeah, see, it usually starts like that, Alan. Somebody makes one small reference to food, and then the whole conversation just goes that direction. Which I'm still very much up in the air about what I want to eat tonight. So, suggestions will be considered. Run shrimp hatchery. Oh, it has never been so hot in this fish room. Probably put a thermometer down here and see what it is. It's probably not even that bad. Yeah, it's unusual. All my tanks are over 74, 75 degrees. They usually aren't that warm. The ones without heaters, anyways. Alan, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't. Would appreciate it. You can hang out anytime, and a lot of these other people in this chat have some streams too. You can learn things, and you can plan your weekly menu. I'd like to say I had something to do with that, June, but I don't know. Wait, how long were they up? How long were they packaged up? I shipped those Monday. We could go Monday. I would say I have hard water. Yeah, pH of 7.8. Wait, Jeff said they'd be dead. Why? Arrived Thursday. Well, that's... I lost the... I don't know why the chat will not stay up. Arrived Thursday in their tank. Wednesday. Wait, arrived Thursday and it was the following Wednesday that you put them in their tank? Hello, Sharon. Wasami rainbows, a lot of cories, some pure strains of guppies, a lot of mutt guppies. I've got some limias. Got some cenatokas, some angelfish, some plecos, and I've got neocaridina shrimp, red, blue, orange, and yellow, and I do have some caridina shrimp, but that is just a test tank. I'm sure that's not everything, but that's a list off the top of my head. Yeah, welcome. Talk fish. Talk fish or talk food. Tell me what's for dinner. I'm still trying to plan my dinner. And feel free to like and subscribe if you want. And stick around anytime we come in here. And feel free to check out pages of the other people that are in here. Channels, sorry, not pages, channels. Oh, that's right, June. I hope things are going better for you. I haven't seen any comments that you've made about that, so I hope things are better. But yeah, life gets in the way of everything, doesn't it? We have a big wine fest here every year in town. And since we're a block away from the center of town where the party takes place, we usually have a big hot dog and corn roast every year. And I am right in the middle of getting my roof done, and it's quite a major project. So we finally, the day before the party, we just decided, hey, it's too much of a mess out there. There's lumber everywhere, shingles everywhere. Took them 100 miles away, holy cow. In a rehab center or for treatment, I know that, I mean, unless you needed special rehab concerns, huh? 100 miles away, wow. Yeah, so we canceled everything for this weekend, and it's a bummer. I mean, there's a lot of good friends that we get together for that, but yeah, there's job trailer, dump truck, dump trailer, all in my yard, into my driveway. There's piles of lumber and sheeting and shingles, and we just don't want to mess with it. Life gets in the way of everything. And we've got 2 weddings this month to go to. One of them's out of town, so that's a 2-nighter. Sharon's still in the room. Sharon, do you have fish? Actually, Alan, do you have fish? You were asking some questions. Oh, you have catfish in a pond, I remember that. Immigrants. What, no room for your husband? Because the immigrants were in there? Oh, shouldn't get started on it. I don't want to get started on it. What kind of fish do you have, Sharon? Oh, start out with the big question. How many tanks do you have? Which, there's no wrong answer to that. It's California, yeah, right. Oh, bullhead catfish. Do you have them in the house, or is that an outdoor pond? How big is it? I don't know what you're saying, Rob. That's my 13-gallon. If I had unending supply of money, I would have about a 1,500-gallon Great Lakes tank, and there would definitely be a couple of channel cats in it, because I used to catch those as a kid down off the shore in Lake Erie. And we'd be pulling in 30 to 36-inch channel cats that would drag you up and down the shore. That was the hardest fighting fish I have ever seen. Food from Australia. Oh, you're talking tonight, yeah. Yeah, you are talking food tonight, correct? Not our food. You're talking fish food tonight. Unless I come on the stream, I'll start talking our food. Oh yeah, that's what I would have wanted, June. Yeah, a room divider tank. Because I remodeled my whole house, so there were a couple places where I wanted to build one in, but it usually ends up being all about money. So, plus I still had kids in the house when I did most of that remodel, and it just didn't make sense. Thanks, Craig. Can't compete with yours, though. What the heck? Or Rob's. I think Rob's is all fake, though. I think he just gets footage off. I don't even think he has a fish tank. I think he just gets footage offline. Except that we have seen him in his underwear in front of the tank, so. That's kind of a hard one to fake. I'm like right in between of these glasses. I don't have Oscars, but only Oscars has Oscars. Yeah, I want more space, Rob. More space, more space, more space. There's never enough space. I know where I want to put about 9 more tanks down here, and I really think that's going to max me right out. You want to see some what? I don't have any Oscars. Some of your fish, I can show you. Let me see if I can swap this around. Cory grow out tank, bronze cories, and mystery snails. There's about 3 or 4 Corydoras in this tank. I think those are the chestnut mystery snails. Then I've got ivory mystery snails. I'm putting some of those up for auction at Jeff's this weekend. These are, what are these? What are those, Rob? Are those, shoot. I'm having a brain freeze. Doggone it all. Oh, butterfly goodheads. Yeah. Excuse me. Butterfly goodheads. Here's another tank with a big old common pleco in it. And more cories. And some kind of barb. I don't know. A lot of these are stray fish out of my son and his wife had twins, so they decided they're getting rid of their fish tanks, so I got all their fish. My favorite guppy? Bluegrass guppies. Red rose guppies. Here is a grow out tank of Bosami rainbow fish. Oh, June. We all have our preferences. If you come to an auction at Jeff Pelham's, you can probably get a red rose guppy. I might put some up for auction. My stir-by Cory breeding tank. My favorite Cory. If you're looking for the link to the auction, somebody can put the link to either Jeff's auction or Jeff's channel, please. If Sharon wants to go to the auction. I don't know if you can see these pandas. I'm trying so hard here, Craig. If you're still here, Craig. Oh, my wife's in the stream. Sorry I missed you, honey. Yeah, please drop Jeff's link, please. These pandas, Craig. I don't know. Do you think is it? I know you feel that it's all about food, right? These things get high protein. I did just drop a current maker in there to put some flow in there. And I did get some of that eyelash yarn, which I have not made a spawning mop out of that yet, but I'm going to try that. Colder water for the pandas. All right. I'll pull the heater. It only lays small amounts. All right. Thanks, Jim. Sharon, if you're interested, take a look at that. That's the link. Is that the link to the auction, Jim? High protein, yeah. I mean, my fish they get live brine almost every day. They drop in a mop. Okay, that's what I was starting to hear. They drop in a mop. Do you add any extra flow besides the sponge filter or not? Someday I'm going to try and breed these guys. I do like the tiger barbs. I like the green tiger barbs more. But these guys have a place. And then look at that mystery snail. With I think those are half black cories. I think that's what they call them. Cories will drop in a mop. I have heard that there are some of the species would prefer to drop in a mop instead of put it in a floating or on the side on the glass. I gotta be honest with you. Not a huge fan of the albino cories, but Jeff certainly loves them. Jeff is a great guy, isn't he? Thank you, Sharon. Corridor Schwartz eye. This is probably the shyest cory I have. Ooh. And then Xenotokas, Diodri or whatever, I can never say that name. That male in here is coloring up nice. If I could find him, there he is. There you can see some color. In there with the Corridor Cineas Perons. And then my breeding batch of emerald cories. Probably get rid of more of those. And another grow out tank of rainbows. Did get some platies. Not that I ever really wanted them, but there's a bag of fish that was left at auction. Sorry. Probably won't be able to see him. Maybe you will. Let's see if I can walk. Oh, there he is. There's 6 of them in there. Sale is Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Where are you from, Sharon? I think most cories eat their eggs June. No. I don't have any cories that don't. All right, I'm gonna see one. Want some porn work, Jim? Who drops in sand? I've never heard that before, Craig. Did you say that last night too? Rob, you hit 300. Doggone it all. I wanted to try and catch up to you. Now you're just getting too far ahead of me. June, I have yellow, which is a very small colony. And I have blue, red, and the orange. This weekend, Ron from Garage Aquatics is going to do blue and reds, and I'm going to put oranges up. No, I'm sorry, did I say blue and red? Yeah, blue and red I think he was going to put up, yeah. And I'm going to do orange. I'm back to 299. Well, I hit 222 last night, and then I woke up this morning and I was at 212. I lost 10 overnight just like that. I want the greens. I'm hoping that Mark Shelley is putting some green Neos in the auction this weekend. I really want some green Jades. Oh, I'm only one behind you there anyways. Yeah, but, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Skittles tank. Because I think, truly, it probably takes 2 to 3 years for that Skittles tank to breed itself out. Yeah, Craig, you did. I mean, it went. Is it like? I mean, it's like once you're stable over 1,000, it just goes, right? That's what it seems to be with everybody I see that gets over 1,000. They'll like hover right at 1, 1.04, 1.05, and then just goes. Yeah, I think a Skittles tank would be good, Jim. I can understand. I mean, he's a serious breeder, so I can't believe he'd be real in favor of a Skittles tank, but for just a hobbyist who wants a nice community tank. Keith Aquatics, who's that? Yeah, you really mixed some things up, didn't you, Craig? What we got going on for a time? I don't want to get too close to Robstown. Oh, yeah, okay. Keith's, yeah. Yeah, are those the people that bought and paid for it? Isn't it bad enough that we paid for subs with all the time we put into everything? I don't want to actually dip into my pocket. Although, I mean, I think that Alex Williamson, Fish Theory, did a stream on that talking about, because he actually paid, and it was it was $20 or something. He paid to promote a couple of his videos, and you could see the spike from when he paid, but I don't think his subscriptions went up that much from that spike. But yeah, the promotion obviously helped, but oh, that's good. Yeah, Alex seems like a good egg. So I think that, and I know that I still have to figure out how to set this up better. I'm still struggling with setting everything up. I want to be able to. I like how you do it, Craig. I really do, because you just you get your work done. I need to get a setup where I can get my work done. But I think I just need a remote mic. I know that you go over and read your stream and talk to your phone or whatever you're streaming on. I don't know what you're streaming on, but I just want to get a remote mic. Make it a little more comfortable to work around the fish room while you're streaming, and you can still talk to people. Yeah, but are you going to put any fish in that, or is it just going to be a Skittles tank? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I should go out and have another scar. Anyways, I got a nice laptop camera, yeah. Because I could see if you had a nicely planted tank, which, I mean, my 75 has some really nice Java ferns in it, which take up, a big chunk of water space. And I could see if there were no fish in there, I would just love to cover that with shrimp, because you'd see them then from the top to the bottom of the tank everywhere. In all those different colors, that would be really cool. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long it would take to breed those out. I think it would take like a minimum of a year, and I'm thinking closer to 2 before you started seeing a lot of brown shrimp. But that would actually probably be I don't know, has anybody done that? The only person I would have thought that might have tried that would be keeping fish simple. Shoot, what's his name? He's over with you, Craig. Why can't I remember his name? I remember his buddy's name, Harlan. And how far away from you is he, Craig? That kid's got some unction, doesn't he? Nick, yeah. Yeah, that's what I see, Rob. I want it comfortable for me. Yeah, I don't care about you people, right? No, if it gets too comfortable for me, Rob, you'll see me walking around the fish room in my underwear. Which, I don't know, maybe that's what you want to see. I don't know. I'm not one to judge. He's too snotty for me. That's just because he's a young punk and you're an old farty McFarty. Oh, shoot. 6:30. Holy crap. When are you 15 minutes, Rob? Did you say 6? Do your stream say 6:45 or you say 6:30? Shouldn't say 6:30. It'd be what? 11:30 your time. 11:45. Now that I'm actually learning time zones. 11:55 UK time. Gotcha. Craig. You got to respect what he's doing, though, don't you, Craig? I mean, yeah, I've heard him say and do things and seen some of his videos, and I'm like, stinking young punk. But I do respect what he's doing. 8:30 a.m. Yeah, I don't even like to be out of bed at that time. Oh, not really. Okay. To each his own. That's not a problem. I guess maybe I'm just jealous that he's got the setup that he has. I have tank envy. Tank envy. Rack envy. Facility envy. All right, who's still here? I'm gonna say goodbye. Oh, I'm waiting. I got a lot of messes going on right now, Rob. I'm working on them, but there's a piece of property that, yeah, I'm working on it. My wife and I would love to just settle into a greenhouse, flower shop, aquarium store type deal, retail. That would be what we'd like to settle in and slow down to. So we're hoping that comes to fruition. Yeah, a lot of things you shouldn't rush. Oh, and there go all my lights. 6:30. 6:30 Eastern time. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for stopping in. Great chatting to you. Love picking up tips. Still don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight. And I love keeping track of you guys. Oh, Steven, thanks for stopping in. Bye. Actually, Steven, I think you did that to me one night. You did that to me one night. I went on your stream. You said, hey, hi, EllFish. Bye, EllFish. Yep, see, what comes around goes around. Okay, fine. It's not you, honestly. It's not you. It's me. All right, thanks for the info, guys. Steven, hope to catch up with you some other time. Talk about my water parameters. I should send you a sheet that I made up. I'll send it in a plastic bag so you don't drool all over it. All right. Do it. All right. Okay, I'm sure I'll see you guys around. I'm going to go make a legal drug run for my wife and try and find something to eat. Thanks, guys. See you later.